How to do? Morning. Good morning, everyone. You okay? Morning, morning, morning. How the devil are you? Let's make sure we got some. How to do? Morning. Good morning. Let's make sure we got some. Morning, morning, morning. Audio. Make sure we got the audio. Lower the res down. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Oop, where have we gone? We lost our thumbnail, there you go. Hustler 5 BTV. Don't know what the B stands for. Don't know, maybe the guy who designed it name was Ben. Anyway. Number 10. Mods 10. Hopefully this will be the last one. The last one for the Hustler. I'm getting bored of it. It's a bit of a bar tune. Yeah. Elevated, vertical, fitted 6 spider hub capacitor at. There it is. There's a picture of it. Fitted. I had to file it a little bit. Didn't quite fit to file it. File a hole in the middle. Drop it over. Just sitting. It's just sat over top of the plastic cap for the trap. So it's shutting the trap. A little earth bonding wire. It's not really an earth, but it's just a little bit of 6mm. And I've put one end clamped under the hose clamp or Jubilee clip, depending on where you are. Or it's probably called a lot of other things. That's clamped to the vertical part above it that holds that clamp. So anyway, so it is free to spin around a little bit. Although it's tight, it won't really go anywhere. So I made the radials out of some spare bits of antenna, as you can see over there. These spare bits, I've robbed some tubes off there. Yeah, so there's the cable, and there's the little piece of the thing I made last time. And these are 13 inches long. 13 inches. So they're probably a little bit over. Because a lot depends on where you measure it from. Do you measure it from the bang in the centre? Or do you measure it from where you're clamping it? Or what? So anyway, the actual things are cut to 13 as per the Hustler drawing. And the all that work, and then the bands are pretty dead on HF. Nothing much doing. Although I did speak to someone in Germany yesterday. They were quite strong, and I heard that they'd got 100 watts coming out. So I put QRZ on and logged the contact. And just a quick over. I'm pretty rusty, so I don't know what I'm doing really. Just rusty, so I just said, yeah, this is so-and-so G7UIV, and it came back and said, go again on the unit G7U something, and then it came back with a call, and that was it. That was the first contact we made on this Hustler, and that was on 20 metres. It's on 20 metres, that was. So I didn't really say a lot. It gave me signal 5 and 9 and some other numbers which eluded me, which I've got to look into. I don't know what the other numbers were. There was no the other numbers when I was doing it back in the day. There was no other numbers. Anyway, so I've not touched anything digital yet. So anyway, going back to this antenna. So anyway, I had a problem with it swaying in the wind. I didn't tighten the Jubilee clips up tight enough, and I did some analysing. I've made a little sheet. I'll show you that actually. Let me just get it up. It's an Excel with photographs of my Nano VNA, different sections, before adjusting it and after.
Hello, Paul. You see me coming up on the dashboard, have you?
So the best thing I can do is get that up. Here it is. Before and after. Right, let's get that over here.
To the side, it puts the damn radio onto transmit, and then I realise I've got my notes selected.
Right, okay. Yeah. I've resurrected my Linko DR410.
Yeah, okay, Tony. I was wondering if you can get on 40 metres.
I might have to turn that down a bit. Hang on. Turn it down. There's nothing much on here. It seems flat today, but I have done something else to the antenna.
If you can do that,
I suppose I can show you then. Anyway, yeah, let's just show you one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Right, here we go. So I created this Excel thing just so I could put the pictures in. So I got before and after. I adjusted it. So no 6 spider cap hat and with a cap hat. Right, so might be interesting. But I did adjust the sizes as well, so it's not going to be a scientific thing. I adjusted the sizes because the bands were out. It actually made it worse. It actually made it worse, which was these oscillator antennas. They are horrible to tune when they're up in the air. You almost need to be. You need a James Bond flying harness strapped to you so you can fly up and adjust it and fly down again out the way. Or some very tall steps that you can, fiberglass preferably, that you could leave where they are, go up and down, adjusting stuff all day long. Anyway, right, so let's just run through this. So these are a bit blurred. I just photographed the VNA with the phone. So this is, I've written next to it what it is. So it's, let's try to set up SWR as well. So this is a 10 metre band. Before the cap hat and before adjusting it. Now the cap hat seems to have made it weird, the one end. See that? Although that's similar to that. And it's brought it down here. Unless that's when I adjusted it down. So what I did, I lowered it an inch so that the first section, I suppose I better go to the model so I can show you which section I'm altering. Anyway, I'm just having a bit of a Sunday today, so nothing too, don't want to be on for too long, but yeah. Not responding. Yeah, it is responding. It's just right. Let's get the antenna on. Right, so actually I can give you some views of some real things. So this bit here, it was up there and I altered it down an inch. So basically that, and together with putting this cap hat on it, putting that so it doesn't go there in the end, I put it down there. I found other people, like last time I said the manual shows it up there, but everyone else I've seen who've done a real one, they've put it down here. So I'm going to move that down actually, but it might not make any sense. Might not make any sense. Let's move it down. Let's try and keep it on track. Yeah, it's about there. Let's have a look now. Right, just want to keep this, yeah, that's about right. I did widen the hole on this, so that hole isn't actually what's there now, it's smaller. So I should put that back to where it was really. Let's do that now. Just got to find out what the tube size is. That's why if you make a scale model with the sizes on, you don't have to go outside and measure it, you can measure your model again. Right, it's 28.5 mil. So 28.5 millimeters. So I've got to go back into this and alter this. So the best way of altering that is probably just to delete that part there, turn it round and delete that part there. It should fill back up again, and then place another one wherever the center is.
136, 7.136.
It's not fine, is it? Oh, it's not a circle, that's why. Come on, you can do it. Normally you have to reference certain points and it'll... Right, okay, so we ain't going to do that. So the undo arrays, let's use this as the reference. We'll make that new one. So it's 28.5 mil, so 29 mil divided by 2. God, 29 mil divided by 2 is 15, no, 14.5. Go with that. 14.5. Right, so then we'll get rid of that one. Okay, what have we got underneath? That's right. Let's just measure it, see if we've got 29.5 mil. Yeah, 29 mil. That's better, that's half a mil clearance. Right, let's make it part of the model. Intersect faces with the model, it's not going to let me do it. So let's select all that. Intersect the faces with the model. Oh god, look what it's done. Undo intersects. Right, so what's the matter with this one? Why won't it? Is it because it's not on the surface? Oh, I know why. I know why. Right, cut. Come out of there and paste in place. Right. Cut. Paste in place. And there we go. I can do it now, see? Right, there we go. So that's the modification to the center, just to bring it all back in line again. And it should give me 1/4 mil clearance. Yeah, you can just see it there, look. 1/4 mil clearance round it. Right, so that's that one. So that, the only thing that's missing is the little earth strap that I've gone from one of these bolts up to here to the Jubilee clip. Right. Anyway, going back to the drawing, so I adjusted that one there. So that drawing is, that's the before fitting the capacitor at the 6 spider cap at mod, and also lowering it 1 inch. So that's what I got now. So it came a bit out of band. I think I've been back a 3rd time and raised it up again, and that got the centre frequency. The best SWR I could get was at 1.54. yeah. Anyway, so let's go down the list. So we've got another one here on 21. So 15, is that 15? 15, yeah, 15, 10, 15. Very narrow. So very narrow. I didn't want to adjust that. For some reason, I wrote down I wanted to leave that where it was, but hang on, let's just see where the centre band is. 21225 in the UK, anyway. 21225. I didn't put the thing where it is, so we got 20 to 22, so that's 21. 225. It's probably somewhere about there. Yeah. So actually that might be better. 21. So yeah, 225. 20. Oh, I've got it. 21 160. 21 to 160. Okay. That's sort of in the middle. That's better than that. So yeah. So okay, that was a good. Lowered an inch to compensate for the 10 metre being dropped an inch. Anyway, so then we got the before and after on the 20 metre band. Now this is the band. I've set it up to 13 meg to 15 meg. This is the one that I got to Germany on the other day, yesterday. But as you can see, it's way out. Did manage to tune though, 2.5 to 1, so I did manage to tune it with the built-in on the 710. But it's still way out. I actually made it worse. It was better before. So I lowered it an inch, so that's got to be raised an inch. Yeah. So before, hang on, is that the best? That was the best. Yeah, and the frequency it was best was 21157. Anyway, I'm doing all this so I can keep some records, so I can work out where to change it next. So anyway, we got that's the 20 metre. Then we got the 40 metre, 7 megahertz, 7 to 7200. So I did 6 to 8. So 7 would have been about there. And yeah, it was, that was 7100 there, middle of the band. So 7100 now would have been, oh, what did I do here? 6 to 8, yeah. So 7100. Oh, that's 7020 or 7820. I can't remember. 7020. So yeah. Don't know if that made better. It might have been brought it. Did something weird. The capacitor at seemed to have altered something there. Anyway, so I lowered that an inch as well, which lowered an inch to compensate for the other one, but it also had an effect. So yeah, it's interesting. Right, so the 80 metre one, this is the one that's very, very poor. So 3 to 4 meg. You can see I raised that an inch, actually raised it an inch, raised the whip an inch on that one. So centre of the band is, which one? Band centre, that one. 3.615. So 3.5 to 3.8. And the swat was way out. Look at that. Oh, so swat was 6 point. Yeah, it's all over the place, isn't it? 12, 2. Don't know what that is. Yeah. Don't know why I've got some weird readings there. That's not right, is it? So anyway, I got 6 there. So it was like, yeah, I was working a bit. So I raised it an inch. Anyway, it brought it, being too far up, it brought it down a bit. Well, too far down, it brought it up a bit. This amateur radio antenna lock is it helps to be able to nest queries or problems 5 nested, if you know what I mean. So you nest a problem within a problem. So there's a lot of translation going on here. So 80 to 3.5, and then you've got go up or down. It's the opposite to what you want it to do. So all logic goes out the window. Anyway, right. So there's some things. Now I've got another set of readings to photograph. Anyway, let's show you some antenna stuff. Let's just come out of this a minute. Right, let's get rid of that a minute. So yeah, anyway, show you some pictures of the finished thing. Yeah, I'll just show you it. Yeah, I'll show you it before I mounted it on. That's a close-up of it, and even closer. Right, then you got mounted on it. Right, here's one. Right, there's a bit of a fuzzy picture with the thing mounted, and we've got more pictures. Yeah, there it is again. Can I go in a bit? Yeah. Oh yeah, keep going. That's it there, the loop. I haven't insulated it or anything. Yeah, it's an old used antenna. You can see the rust on the clip there. I've got to get some new, better clips, stronger clips. Right, next one. That's just another one, so you can get a bit closer on it. Yeah, that's the disc I made. Yeah, it works alright. I don't know what it does. Marginal. What it does is marginal. Oh, yeah. Mind you, it's not tuned in. It's not resonant. Still not resonant, this one. He was unlucky. He got caught passing. Oh well. Yeah, so obviously down there you can see the new bit I bought. And that's just that again. Right, okay. Tell you what I need to do, run a long wire over to that lamppost over there. Without anyone noticing. In the middle of the night. Hey, hoist it up. How can I hoist it up? How can I hoist yeah. Climb, shimmy up there. Anyone climb coconut trees? Can you climb up there and put me a very thin wire nobody can see? Grey or something, or blue. Right across to here. Anyway, right, next one is a. There it is, a bit of a zoomed in one. There you can see a little bit clearer if it goes out of. What's all that there? What's that? Oh, that's just the bolt head. So it's just plastic. That's the bolt head. Yeah, it went through. Oh, there's the Jubilee clip. You can see what I did with the. That's fastened to one of the bolt heads with an eye crimp, and that's just wedged down the side of the Jubilee clip as I tighten this top section. Right. What else we got? Anything else? Oh, there's the thumbnail. Yeah, it's the same.
In general.
Yeah, so
I didn't know it was on check. Alright, well,
that's all I got. That's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. Anyway, so I'll show you the coils. Let's show you the coils. Oh, let's close all this lot down.
I'm the only one that can hear everybody on the frequency. I'm sat in my van.
Let's close all this down. Save the change. Go on then. Right, so let's get back on here. Oh, we've got some more stuff here. Let's get rid of that. And let's get back on this one. I'll show you the coils I made out of this stuff. This 6mm, about 5.9 inch former. If you want to know what it is, there's the product code. Anyway, it's a duct, round rigid duct, 125mm by 350mm. So I've still got half left, probably enough to make another two. But so I bought the bits, and soldered it up. I'll show you what it looks like. Hang on. Right, here it is.
Noise level.
I just cable tied it onto plastic. Wrapped it as tight as I can. 10 runs round. This is the same coax. This is RG8 Mini, I think they call it. RG8 Mini. So I've just drilled the holes through, tied it, cable tied to hold it still. So I've got one of these in here at the rig end and one outside under the antenna plate. Right.
All in all in one.
Yeah, so anyway,
a little board.
that's about it, isn't it? So what I've got to do now is I've got to I'll tell you about this Anytone rig as well.
And you put that to a Raspberry Pi and put it on whatever frequency you want it.
Yeah, it's if you got nothing there, okay. Temporary radio. I've been eyeing up an Icon 9700.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't think the AC do anything. I don't want to get another HF. I want a separate one. So, but that one does something else, isn't it? Satellite frequency. But that's another load of money anyway. Never mind. Right. So yeah, these Anytone. If you've got an Anytone and you've had it a few years, and if you've not done a firmware update, get your firmware update done, because this one I've only just bought it to replace this Alinco, which I thought that I hadn't. Show you the other one.
It hasn't done it, so I should have fired it at you and they sorted me.
I got two of these. I got one for 70, one for 2. This is my old one from years ago. Well, they don't do. I can't get it to do a continuous CTCSS tone. I've got a tone button which you can press and it'll emit the tone you want. You can set it, but when you key up, it doesn't transmit the tone continuously. It's what they need now. So anyway, I can't use it as it is. I thought about modding it, but anyway, it's just they're alright for simplex, I suppose, unless you're going to mod them. So I've got it there. Mounted it back up again. You can't see it from here, but I was trying it out. Yes, I can get the tone out of it, but it doesn't emit the tone while constantly keying. So it's not going to work. Anyway, there's Anytone. There's an extra menu in the Anytone. Shall I show you the extra menu? You might be aware of it. Wonder if I could get that
In a bit of a
camera.
dabble.
I've got a spare camera.
Other than that, I've got no plan.
Anyway, I'll leave that. But if you go into the function menu, like this, hold your function in. Right, press function. Oh, is it channel menu? Yeah, sorry, in function menu. What used to be step 2, what used to be number 2 was step. But on this one, number 2 is mic, which gives you 1, 2 and 3 mic level. So turn that up. That made a lot of improvement, but it's still poor. Still poor. And I did a bit of a mod to the mic inside with a rubber. And then you've only got 25 watts on these old radios, the Linkos are like 35 watt, 50 watt kind of thing. So that's a bit of a shame. So I mean, yeah, it'll get you under repeaters in the meantime. Yeah, it'll get you there. It's like one of these bow things. It's like these things. They'll get you there, but you know, they give you the basics, but you know, it's not for, you know, when you've got to, it's it's whether you want to struggle along with it or get something a bit decent, you know, a bit better. So anyway, there's that. What else we got? That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I still haven't tuned the antenna. Not properly. So there's going to be more of that. I don't know whether to try and lie it down, wire it up, and get with the nano VNA and just try and get them closer. It's the amount of taking it down, putting it up, taking it down, putting it up is a bit of a nightmare, really. I've got one more project I want to work on as well. I'll tell you about that actually. Hang on. Let's just get rid of this. Yeah, let's get on to that one. I will tell you about the next project. A fan dipole. A fan dipole, right? And I'm going to mill out all the bits for it in plastic, clear plastic. So I did want to start designing that, but basically, let's go on to the. What I'll do is design it all on here, like, you know, create the plastics, mill out all the holes, everything. And then attach it. The only thing is the frequencies. What kind of frequencies? Anyway, we'll get onto that. Maybe I'll come back tonight on that one. And so anyway, that's going to be it for today. So that's the last in the series of this, apart from tuning it. I'll let you know how I got on with tuning it. Not sure if this made much difference. I did get my contact in Germany though once I'd fitted this, so maybe it did, on 20 meters. Yeah. Right, that is going to be it for today, because I've literally, let's just go on to that one again. Yeah, so that's going to be it. So that's the end of that, really. So you can make these. Oscillator antenna, what do I think of it? I think it's got potential. You've got to work at it though. You've got to adjust it just right. A little bit windy today, and it's blowing around a little bit, not much. So that's going to be it for now. So I think I'll leave it like that. Let's bring in the sponsor. That might come back on, but the next one is a fan dipole, multiple band, maybe 6 bands, with spacing, made out of plastic, clear plastic. So when it's held up to, it's holding all the wires together, equally spaced. It will be a bit more transparent, you know. And I'm even going to mill out, or I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to get me laser cutter set up, I think. So I'll laser cut it and it'll be a nicer finish. But all the coax mount and everything, all this spreading out and of all the cables will be all guided with the holes already built in, and probably assembled as well. Well, just I don't know. I'll do it. I'll just do my own and see how it goes, and hopefully they'll be a bit better, you know, a bit better tuned. Just been studying about the fan dipole. I suppose some sections would probably be, the longer ones have to be inverted for the space, and then it could go up, but then I'm going to work the spacings out. So I'll probably make a prototype out of some clear 5mm or 3mm, probably might be 3mm, clear polycarbonate. Might get heavy, just got to be thin, laser cut thin with all the holes in, and you know, I'll make the design, do it all in 3D like I've done this one. Just make it all in 3D so I can model it all and work it out. I'll scour the YouTube for information on a fan dipole and see if we can't mill out everything ready. Just mill it all out. I've got some plastic. So all the insulators and spacers and stuff, and the coax feed and everything is all there. Maybe even build in a piece of the plastic at the bottom of the feed part. Maybe build in, like, you know, the winding for the coax to, because I've noticed that the coils I made, the chokes for either end, the fittings and all the couplers and everything, it probably costs quite a bit just to have some chokes. So what we're going to do is less connections, less expense, and more you know, easy. Just get your coax, make your ends off. Make your ends off where it attaches, not on this particular thing here, but make your ends off, and then there's a stem that sticks down, and you wind your coax round so many times around the plastic, basically. Just wind it round, and that'll give you your choke, your one end at least, and then you don't have any SO239s. You have a little flying lead. You attach straight to one end of the dipole on the other, and it also acts as it spreads it out. So each band spreads it out, holds it in the right position to go along, spaced enough. Say, I've heard people say 2 inches is enough, and some people say a foot or 2 foot, depends on what you're doing. It's got to be fairly well compact. So basically you attach it on a pole, attach it on a pole, and then the top band, whatever the top band is, the longest band, is your wire that connects to another post or building, and the other one. So, and then so the things that spread it apart, we've got to make them so it's, yeah. So the top one, I think I don't think it'll be 80 metre. I haven't got enough space. It might be 40 metre. Could even be 20. The top band, I don't know. But that might be made out of stainless steel, I very thin stainless steel, about say 1 or 2 mil, that you can pull taut, and that's going to be that'll be the structure as well for. That's going to be the main carrier for all the rest of the stuff. Imagine it. I want to start designing it really, but we've got time, I suppose. No, leave it. I'll do it on a separate one. Keep this Hustler series separate. But there's the idea for the next project anyway. So, and it's just milled out of the G code, and you can send off to a laser place. Send them the file, and they'll cut you out the bits. But to make it, can't really show. Can't show you only a drawing really. You have to start making it. Really. You have to start building it before you can. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to cut this one off. Maybe I'll come back later, or even this afternoon, and start designing it. So anyway, that is going to be it for today. Let's just go back to that thumbnail. That's the end of the Hustler. Until I tune it. It's got no tuning on it. Well, a little bit rough, but it's rough. Would I do it again? Probably not. But it did work. I did get through to Germany anyway. It's alright for having a dabble. Would I buy that part again, the bottom bit, and mess around? If I could tune it easy, yeah. So maybe if you could tune it easy, maybe. The trouble is bringing it up and down. Anything raised vertical is a problem. It's better on the floor to do that, but I didn't want it on the floor anyway. Alright, that's going to be it. Let's do an outro. Thanks for watching. I'll come on later or another day with a fan dipole. Alright, bye for now. Ta-ra.